Hello, dear friends, welcome back again. Let us discuss today's current affairs for SSC banks, SSC exams, banks, and state government exams. So, let us discuss the current affairs of 26 February 2009. So, first of all, friends, come to the national events. Okay. So, survey claims drought to be less severe this year. So, survey claims drought to be less severe this year. There's unlikely to be a drought in 2019 as El Nino, a climate phenomenon linked to poor monsoon in India, is likely to peter out by the beginning of the seasons, according to a forecast on Monday by private weather forecast climate. Okay, the El Nino conditions were on the rise in the Pacific Ocean till December last. The temperatures are now declining and the probability of El Nino is also falling. This will reduce to about 50% by the time monsoon arrives, with the gradual decline after as well. This means it is going to be a developing year, said Jatin Singh, managing director Skymet Weather. So who is the managing director of Skymet Weather? Mr. Jatin Singh. Okay, so he says this year the survey claims that there will be less drought severe this year. So next, come to the economic events. Economy. PM rejects opposition claim on joblessness. So there is a severe issue on joblessness, and the PM rejects opposition's claim on it. And the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has dismissed the opposition allegation for joblessness in the country, saying that nearly 1.2 crore jobs have been created annually in different sectors, including tourism, aviation, and infrastructure development. Mr. Modi wondered how it is possible that jobs are not being created when FDI is an all-time high. A large number of commercial vehicles have been sold. Road, rail, and housing construction and other infrastructure development works are on the full swing and India is among the fastest growing economy. So Modi claimed how this wonder is the job on the joblessness issue in the country. Okay, and the PM also speaking in the Rising India Summit in New Delhi last night. PM Mr. Modi also wondered how it is possible without employment when several international reports have mentioned that poverty is declining at a faster pace in India. Prime Minister also said that the inflation rate is now in the range of 2 to 4%. Mr. Modi said it is the NDA government which has provided tax relief to the middle class on the income up to 5 lakh rupees. So this is a very important point. The tax rebate is now in the current budget, the tax rebate has increased up to 5 lakh rupees. The Prime Minister said India was one of the fragile five nations in 2013 and now it has become the fastest growing large economy in the world. And Mr. Modi attacked oppositions for occupation and delay in completion of various development projects. Prime Minister said, now the scenario has changed and if one wants to include in any scams they cannot do as NDA regime has blocked the means of looting public money. So Mr. Modi alleged and denied the opposition's claim on joblessness. So now next move to the next event, international event. Okay, Afghanistan begins export to India by Chabar port. So Afghanistan begins export to India via Chabar port. So our nearest Afghanistan has begins its export to India via Chabar port. So So let us discuss what is in depth. So Afghanistan has begun export to India through Iran's Chabar port as the landlocked country turns to overseas markets to improve its economy. At the inauguration of new export route on Sunday in Jaranji city in western Nirmoz provinces, President Ashraf Ghani has Asligabar port is in the result of healthy cooperation between India, Iran and Afghanistan. He said with the opening of the Chabar route, Afghanistan's export will increase to $2 billion from the current $1 billion in the next year. Speaking at the ceremony, India Ambassador Binay Kumar said Afghanistan export to India have increased by 40% after the launch of air corridor between Kabul and New Delhi, and Officials said 28 trucks carrying 57 tons of dried fruits, textiles, carpets, and mineral products were dispatched from Jaranji to Chabar port to be shipped to Mumbai. So this is a very good news for us. The Afghanistan is started or begins with the export to India via Chabar port. Okay, the Iranian port provides easy access to the Sea of Afghanistan, and India has helped develop in this route to allow both countries to engage in trade bypassing Pakistan. Okay, so now come to the next event. Cuba votes for new constitution. Cuba votes for new constitution. In Cuba, voters took part in referendum of a new constitution that expands recognition of private property. The referendum contained only two options, yes or no, to the new constitution. Voters were expected to overwhelmingly approve the draft of a new constitution that preserves the single party socialist system and centrally planned economy while making some updates. The new constitution, replacing the 1976 version, recognizes a limited role of the free market and private investment, but only under the control of the Communist Party. The new constitution recognizes private and corporate business alongside state ones, creates the post of prime minister and provincial governor, and it introduces the presumptions of innocence and habeas corpus to the justice system. In ancient socialism and as the country's only ideology, Cuba's banned opposition, which normally calls for abstention at elections of spoiling ballot sheets, this time campaigns for a no vote. So Cuba votes for new constitution. So there is will be in making a new constitution in Cuba, and the Cuba votes for a new constitution. So this is a very important and crucial news for us. The largest block of no votes could come from the growing rank of the evangelical Christians in Cuba who object to language to eliminating a requirement of marriage to be only between a man and a woman, paving the way of future legislation of gay marriage. So there is a very newly concept, and the Cuba votes for a new constitution. Now comes to the science and technology. Okay, study reveals increased GHGs may break up marine clouds. So what study reveals increased GHGs may break up marine clouds. So let us see what is GHGs. Okay, marine clouds that protects us from house marine clouds that protects us from houses of earth conditions by reflecting sunlight back into the space could break up into vanish if carbon dioxide or CO2 in the atmosphere triples, researchers warned on the Monday. So called stratocumulus clouds cover about 20% of the subtropical oceans, mostly near western seaboards such as the coasts of California, Mexico and Peru. When the disappear, Earth warms dramatically by about 8 degrees Celsius. In addition to the global warming that comes from enhances greenhouse concentration along, according to the study, a temperature increases to the magnitude would melt polar ice and it lifts sea level tens of meters. The last time the planet was that so hot from 50 million years ago during the Eon's epoch, crocodiles roamed the Arctic. Even half of that much warming would overwhelm humanity's capacity to adapt. Scientists say a barely 1 degree increase since the mid 19th century, mostly in the last 50 years, has been uh, enough to worsen the breathwaves, droughts, and flooding, along with the cyclones and engulfed by rising seas. Using an innovative approach to modeling the behavior of the stratus clouds, Mr. Sachindra and his colleagues calculated that protective cloud ever could break up if carbon dioxide level reached 1200 ppm, so the tipping point might be somewhat higher. Passing the threshold may not be as far as fast as the music scientist suggestion. So now comes to the sports events. Grandmaster Abhijit Gupta wins Cannes International Trophy. In chess, Indian Grandmaster Abhijit Gupta lifted the Cannes International Open Trophy. Yesterday, he took an easy with Luigi Basso of Italy in the ninth of final round. Abhijit won the tournament if 7.5 points. He started well in the tournament, winning the first 4 rounds. Then 2 more wins and 3 draws happened on the way of his first solo international tournament victory. So, dear friend, this is all about the current affairs of 26th February 2019. So, dear friends, if you have till yet not subscribed my channel, then please subscribe my channel for getting regularly or daily basis in current affairs, and like and subscribe my channel to get everyday updates. So dear friends, like, subscribe my channel information updates, and also share to your friends to get them notified about the daily current affairs. So thank you dosto, thank you so much, thank you so much for watching this video. Have a good day.